Hello, today I will be doing first impressions of MEMO Paris. This just came in from Twisted Lily. It did come with the sample blotters. This video is not sponsored. The discovery box for MEMO Paris is stunning. As you can see, so well done. Sampler box comes with Inle, French leather, Marfa, Lalibela, Irish leather, Iberian leather, and African leather. I really like the packaging. It's like a little book. Put it like this for really space-saving storage. This is beautiful. Beautiful. And it also comes with this little booklet. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first one will be Inle. Inle is an osmanthus submerged in a cloud of tea. Time stands still over Inle Lake in Burma. Floating gardens and orchards from Asia. A shimmering lake. My expectations are now high. Because I like pretty much everything described in there. I really, really enjoy the note of osmanthus. Intensely so. Delicious. Instant like. I mean, osmanthus. That peachy floral note. I mean, like candy and sweet. So right away I got peach black tea vibe. And the osmanthus is still quite strong. A few moments later, peachy nectarine is definitely still at the forefront. That is very beautiful. Wow. Okay, so the notes that I'm reading online are listed at the top as bergamot, mint, and artemisia. Middle notes osmanthus, mate, jasmine, spices, and base of iris, musk, and cedar. I mean, I definitely believe that there's the jasmine in there and the mate. I'm not sure what spices are included in there. The iris, musk, and cedar must just give it longevity because there isn't anything particularly woody. I think the wood is probably just giving the mate and maybe the artemisia some lasting power. Perhaps the brightness in the first spray was due to the bergamot. I think that's mainly gone. I did not perceive mint right at the top or right now. Beautiful. I also have Sintra from MEMO Paris, and that one evolves more dramatically and drastically than this one. This is not a linear scent, I would say, but is more even-keeled than Sintra. This would be a beautiful spring and summer scent. And I really like the color of the juice. I like juice that has a little bit more punch to it. So next will be French leather. This one is labeled as a unisex scent. It is supposed to be a rose-forward composition. The notes that are listed are rosewater, suede, lime, white musk, juniper, pink pepper, clary sage, vetiver, cedar, and resin. Oh, good. I love resinous scents. Thanks to its slime and rose essences and its suede accord evoking the inside of a handbag. Oh, wait. That's Inle. French leather. I'm enjoying this a lot. First, the rose pops through more. And maybe it was the pink pepper as well. And then the leather is now developing just moments after. You don't lose the rose, but it is more subtle. Not sure what resins are in here. There's nothing ostentatiously resinous. I think the resin is probably blending with the suede note. There is something a little bit woodsy. Slightly. You can convince me that there's a little bit of juniper and sage in there. There's something a tiny bit herbal happening. That might be also from the vetiver and cedar. Beautiful. The leather is not overwhelming. The leather is dying back now and letting more of the gentle woodsy notes come through. Sweet wood. Beautiful. Wow. Very feminine to my nose, although it's listed unisex. Perhaps I associate rose too much with feminine and sweetness too much with feminine. Actually, I could imagine smelling this on a man. No, absolutely. For me, it is feminine leaning still. Gorgeous scent. Love it. Okay, enough of sniffing that. Right, next is Marfa. Marfa is the eye of the tuberose. Homage to the Texan city famous for its desert and hypnotic sky. Silence under the cacti. Slow motion western. Here life is a novel. Very dramatic. Just as a background, I'm not a huge fan of tuberose. It's a pleasant tuberose. It's not nauseating or geriatric. It's a nice tuberose. It's less tuberosy than Tuberose Imperial by BDK, if you're looking for a spectrum reference. Some spices peeking up now. The top notes are listed as orange blossom and mandarin, with middle listed as tuberose, liang liang, and agave, and base of vanilla, sandalwood, white musk, and cedar. Yes, there was a little bit more sweetness with the orange blossom and mandarin at the top, and now those are fading back and becoming more of a creamy tuberose liang liang. Yeah, picking up a little bit on that yang yang banana vibe. I don't know what they want me to think agave smells like. I mean, the notes are the notes. Who knows what actually goes in there, you know? Which I think is absurd. I think you should reveal the ingredients and what people are putting up to their nose and inhaling essentially into their brain. But that's a topic for another day. Maybe the vanilla is and the sandalwood is like evening things out. Lightly musky, not a sharp musk. I love cedar and sandalwood together. They work well together. There's a little greeny freshness. Maybe that's what the agave note is all about. Yeah, these notes are from Fragrantica. A little bit more of the greenness is coming up. It's pretty floral with a touch of green. Okay, next let's go to Lalibela, a mystical rose. Let's see, their notes on the website are listed as, oh wait, let me smell it first before I look up the notes. I like doing it that way first. Interesting. It's nice. I struggle with patchouli in general. I'm picking up on the rose right away. There is something powdery or ethereal in here. A little bit soapy. Maybe that's coming from the patchouli. Patchouli reads frequently as soapy on my nose. All right, let's see. So on the website it says Rose Absolute, oil of Indonesian patchouli, frankincense. And then the smaller notes are coconut orchid, jasmine absolute, rock rose absolute, which is also labdanum, vanilla, tobacco absolute, and labdanum resin. This is beautiful. What's up with the coconut orchid? I don't think there's such a thing as a coconut orchid, but sure, maybe it has a little bit of coconut and orchid in it. Is nice. It's not my favorite so far, probably. Okay, see, Fragrantica has totally a different situation than the actual website. Fragrantica lists the top notes as orchid, coconut, rose, peony, middle of vanilla patchouli, jasmine, labdanum, and base of incense, tobacco, and precious woods. It's not my favorite so far, probably. Fragrantica has totally a different situation than the actual website. Fragrantica lists the top notes as orchid, coconut, rose, peony, middle of vanilla patchouli, jasmine, labdanum, and base of incense, tobacco, and precious woods. Definitely vanilla's in there. Cool. Okay. Not bad. Not my favorite. It also might not be my favorite because Inle was so sweet. It kind of rocked my world with the beautiful peach and tea note. And tuberose is very sweet, so I'm probably going to take a little break. Let my nose rest. Okay, let's get back into it. Next is going to be Irish Leather. Wow, before I even bring it to my nose, I'm picking up some woodsy, piney, something woodsy, piney, green. Now a little closer to my nose. Delicious. Not gonna lie, this is more masculine leaning, but yum. Beautiful, fresh, woods, green, pine. Pininess is dying down a tiny bit. The dark woods are kind of popping up, a little bit soily. Yeah, a little bit more like beautiful wet earth. Picking up a little bit on the leather in the deep there. Okay, wait, let's read it. Wait, what am I picking up? Juniper berries and green mate absolute. Yeah. This is beautiful. This description, this picture, sure. Yes, 100. Yeah, this is beautiful green grass after a rainfall. And Fragrantica lists the notes as juniper berries, leather, mate, amber, tonka bean. That's weird. I picked up like woods. Let's go ahead and see what MEMO Paris says. For its notes, it says juniper essence, green mate absolute, leather accord in bold and at the top, and there the smaller text says pink pepper oil, oil of clara sage, oil of fleuve, okay, iris concrete, oil of birch, amber accord, tonka bean absolute. Yeah, I wouldn't like get too obsessed with the tonka bean. It's not vanillic at all. Oil of birch, I believe. Amber, again, this is not a sugar smell. The sweetness is very brisk and sharp, like fresh cold air off pines. I don't get much powderiness from anything like iris concentrate. Clary sage, maybe that's the cedar that I was thinking, or maybe the birch was the cedar. And then what is fleuve? Okay, let's look that up. It's a sweet vernal grass. Yeah, maybe that's where the fresh, grassy, earthy scent is coming from. It's beautiful. Lovely. I mean, this is male leaning to my nose. And just looking up on fleuve, it says that it's used frequently in chypres, fougères. Maybe the iris is acting in place of the lavender for that fougère vibe. It's known as a sweet grass. Gorgeous. It's not heavy on the leather, I would say. I'm surprised that the first thing that they mentioned here is leather accord. I think the green mate, maybe that with the grass is maybe, and the birch, gives it like that earthy scent. But we're going to move on to Iberian leather. Oh, I smell it from here. I literally smell it from one spray. And what I smell is something leathery. Oh boy. And woody. Oh boy. This is a strong one. Okay, hello leather. Is there some kind of red berry in there? Or like an apple? Oh, leather. Dang, from one spray? I'm kind of impressed. Kind of scared. Let's see what else I'm picking up. I don't think there's a rose, but there's something red berry apple in there. Probably some cedar too. Oof, yeah, a lot of cedar. Possibly. Yeah, it's more cedar than leather. It was more leathery when I first sprayed it, and now it's more cedar. Maybe there's vetiver also in there. I don't know, there's something a little bit green and grassy, not just plain woody. My. Okay, Fragrantica says that there's top of coriander, rosemary, geranium, and bergamot. Okay, maybe there's that rosemary. Maybe that's the green piece I'm picking up. Middle notes are saffron, clove, iris, cinnamon, osmanthus, jasmine, rose, lily of the valley. You could convince me about the lily of the valley because of that greenness. You convince me of the saffron because of the leatheriness. You could convince me of the rose. Is geranium, is that what I picked up as the red fruit or red flower from the top? And base notes are leather, agarwood or oud, patchouli, vetiver, oak moss, sandalwood, balsam fir, cedar, amber, vanilla, musk. Okay, we threw in all the things. And got Iberian leather. Yeah, I would say the cedar and maybe that balsam fir and vetiver is coming through. The leather is definitely there. Patchouli didn't stand a chance in this mix. Patchouli has its tail between its legs in this blend. Vanilla amber if I close my eyes and focus really hard. Osmanthus nowhere to be found. Cinnamon, don't pick up any cinnamon or clove so far. The coriander you can convince me of, but more so the rosemary is helping here. Let's look at their website. So this is masculinating. Did I already say that? I may have said that already like 2 times already, in case you're wondering. I personally would not wear it, and I don't think I'm a girly girl. I love my incense. The lion's cedar. I would agree. I would agree. That cedar is roaring. That is a roaring cedar. Victoria Kingdom or leather accord reigns. Sure. Okay, things are settling down a little. Something sweet is popping through. That first spray took me by surprise. On the website, the bold notes, because they only do bold and small letter notes, they don't do top, middle, and base, which I understand that there isn't. No, it's a little bit subjective, top, middle, and base. But wow, I'm sorry, the cedar is still tickling me. So their bold notes are coriander, cedarwood, atlas, leather accord. Okay, and the small ones are bergamot, geranium, saffron, rosemary, orris concrete, or maybe it's orris concrete. Maybe it's different than absolute. Rose, cinnamon, Madagascar, clove, jasmine, musk, patchouli, sandalwood, amber, agarwood, moss absolute, fir balsam, vetiver, vanilla. Yeah, I would say cedar, coriander, and leather that they wrote in bold. Absolutely. But there is a little bit of that slight greenness, probably from the fir balsam, the rosemary, and the vetiver that are popping through. And I think the other ones are just rounding things out and to blend it to smooth. It's like a bridge or conjunction with the other notes that are more forward, so it's less jarring. That was an experience. Let's go on to African leather. There you go, you can read it while I spray. Okay, this one is also coming off the strip already, far away from my nose. Pretty, leathery, pretty leather, a little sweet. Saffron? Seems to be a prominent saffron note. Also something cedary, piney, vetiver, probably. I wouldn't be shocked. The leather is more in the background from the wood. It's a beautiful wood, beautiful sweet wood. Tons Savannah, inspired by African continent. Cardamom, that must be the sweetness, and saffron. Yeah, cardamom for sure. I'm surprised I didn't pick up on the cardamom, but I picked up on the saffron. Usually I can pick up cardamom quite quickly. Geranium. I think geranium is supposed to be sort of like a rose. I wish they had a more complete discovery. This is just like a little discovery. This is like a note. The notes are cardamom essence, geranium absolute, leather accord. And the small notes are bergamot, saffron oil, cumin oil, patchouli oil, oud accord, vetiver essence, and musk. It's not leather forward. I would say it's more cardamom and geranium, each 25% or each 30%, and leather 40%. And they're all balanced. And then there's pops of the saffron and vetiver. Beautiful. All of these scents are gorgeous. I mean, like, okay, maybe, yeah, I wouldn't wear all of them, but my goodness, I definitely love smelling all of them. I probably am gonna keep like this whole discovery set because it's just fun to smell. It is fun to smell. Let's see what Fragrantica puts it as. It has all the notes listed in one level: cardamom, leather, cumin, saffron, vetiver, patchouli, geranium, agarwood, bergamot, musk. Yeah, I'm surprised the cardamom is lasting. Yeah, see, I love this scent, and patchouli isn't messing stuff up. I think it's giving it a little bit of earthiness. The cumin, it's not very cumin forward. Yeah, cardamom is 100% there. Yeah, cardamom bomb, if you will. Shocked that I didn't pick it up. I was like, what is that lovely spicy thing? So I'm going to take a little break and then go through these briefly. Okay, now it's been about 40 minutes, maybe an hour. Let's go through these again. So Inle, osmanthus is still very forward, and the tea, very stable from when I last smelled it. Next is French leather, again stable from last time. Yeah, the leather in this is a very soft suede. It's very pretty. Marfa, this has more of a powdery feel. Gorgeous, very feminine. Lalibela, like a hippie chic vibe. Next is Irish Leather. Now this is giving me Morning Chess by Wilhelm Perfumery. Next is Iberian Leather. Oh, lots of cedar and coriander and leather. Yep, I agree. Next is African Leather. So good. Delicious cardamom. Love it. Not much leatheriness in there. Very mild. Mostly like straight cardamom and like soft woods. Now, let's go through these and see what I imagine with each of these. Let's see with Inle. It is a bouquet of flowers. Just gorgeous. And French Leather. Business executive boss babe that wears lingerie underneath. Marfa. A woman out at Sunday brunch, picking her kids up from Sunday school or going shopping with her friends. Next is Lalibela. The scent is a lot more faint on this now. Wow, a lot of powderiness coming through on this one. A little bit more mature, older powderiness. A baby right out of the bath. I'm not getting any more rose from it. Irish Leather. You've rented a cabin in the woods in the fall, early winter. Just open the windows and you're over on a porch overlooking the pine forest and the mountains. On a bright sunny day, there's morning dew on the grass. And Iberian Leather. You are putting your horse to a stable. There's a lot of woodiness and leatheriness. African Leather. For a woman, it would be student in the arts, going out at night, but she's dragged out by her friends. It wasn't her idea to go. She's just there to maybe smoke her cigarette on outside and chat with strangers and think about things. On a male, guy having drinks with his buddies at lunch. Yeah, he's like in a suit. They're gonna head to the country club later to play tennis. There you go. That's cardamom gives me two very dualistic things depending on the gender I associate it with. Those are just my gender biases in my mind. Interesting how that works. Okay, thank you for joining me on this journey. Hopefully you've enjoyed the travels. Give this video a thumbs up if you have. Please consider subscribing. All right, have a good one.